Howdy crew, got a little one-handed driving for you with the beastie. And go cleaned out little rock trail. I'm going to try up the little incline there. It's not so much grip on that pallet. I'm going to try to kind of blow out a little area here to crawl in with the blower, rake it a touch. So we'll see what we can come up with here. So we are debuting a new program setting. We have, I used to run this on, these are 1080 G2 ESCs, and I used to have them both set on initial startup power 1 out of 9, setting 1, the lowest power, and then initial punch, not initial, it's called drive mode punch, number 12. And I used to have that set 1 out of 9 at 1. So now I kept initial startup on 1, the slowest, but I have punch set on full 9, full power. And I used to notice the rear end would not grip well while the front end was gripping, and then the rear end wouldn't quite have all the torque I wanted it to. You see that happens here, but now I got a little more punch, so I'm curious to see what happens. Forgot to turn my drag brake on, that was dumb. There we go, it's on, sorry. Yeah, not bad. Not too shabby. I'm happy with it. That's not the craziest of inclines, but it's not like the grippiest of wood either. It's pretty old and weathered and waterlogged many times. These tires have full air in them. I can see that. There's very little bulge here. Now if I air down, I think it'll climb a better incline, so we'll do that in a future vid. Just kind of trying to see how it does with its minimum grip profile, maximum air in the tires with no bulge, and with full punch. I do intend to air it down and start driving it aired down permanently. It's hard to do one-handed, sorry, I'm not very good. But first I just want to see what it's like with the full punch. I'm a little bit worried with the punch that I'm gonna, trash the transmissions. My front transmission already doesn't sound super perfect, but you know what? It is holding up, and I did take the front transmission apart when it didn't sound perfect, and it looked good inside, so I put it back together and kept driving. And we're still going. So why the hell not? Right? Ain't broke, don't fix it. That's my motto. This is all still one-handed. Since the last video, I did go in and increase my steering angles to maximum possible. Because I widened the stance, I'm able to get a little bit more steering out of it, because the wheels don't run into the 4 links. Climbed right through there nice. Try to go down around and up to that whole area there. So far liking the punch. I'm going to shift into 4-wheel steer here. Come right back out of it. Now we're at just maximum 70% throttle instead of maximum 100% throttle, as I want to see if it'll come up this incline with less throttle. Not sure what's going on there. Hung up on something? A root perhaps? Yeah, it looks like it. Gonna pause and get unhung. The only problem with this area is there's a lot of troublesome root strings coming up out of the ground from trees. Kind of just is what it is. Cut those out in time. I feel like with the punch I'm able to maybe go a little slower. You see there I was kind of hung on that root. Once again, same thing. One little baby root got me all tied up right here. Oh, no, maybe not. Shame on me. Oh, there it is. It's all tied around the axle. See that? Let's pause. Okay, got that root off the front axle, and I don't know. Thought I heard something funny in there. Might be losing the front end here officially. Yeah, I guess it's still rotating. Trying anyways. Not sure how I'm getting out of there. Kind of pointing the wrong direction. I can do it with two-wheel steer only. Pretty not so bad for such a fat boy, huh? Apologize for the bad camera work. Hope you can bear with. If for nothing more than to watch such crazy big clodbuster. AXIAL SCX6 honcho conversion. These are 40 series 3.8 wheels on rock crushers. Fully inflated, they make out at 8.75 inches tall. Truck is 18 inches wide with a little bit of bulge in the tire. It's maybe like 17 inches from outside of wheel to outside of wheel. It's 37 inches long all told, bumper to bumper. It is a 24-inch wheelbase, center hub to center hub, front to rear. Weighs about 32 pounds, all up, with 3S 4P 5200 milliamp hour LiPo. So that ultimately works out to be a 3S 20,800 total milliamp hours. Yeah, it's got some capacity. I drove it 2 miles the other day. Trail, road, ditches, lots of real extreme long grasses and stuff, cattails, mud. And started at 12.3 volts. I had driven it about 25 minutes the day before, a little bit here and there. And I came in at 11.8 when I got home, resting voltage. So, having a hard time getting out of this little turn here. Need to go 4-wheel steer. There we go. Rolling down the hill. Alright, turning off 4-wheel steer. I think that beeping is telling me my BEC voltage is low, but I need to change the low volume warning alarm. So it's currently they're set at 8.4s on the G2s. So far, I don't think the punch is terrible. I think it helps to go slower with control. This is a tough spot because I'm not gonna make that. I think I could make this little exchange here otherwise. Unfortunately. It would have looked really cool too. I was gonna cut that down the other day, but it's so much of a tree. I feel bad, and now I can't make the exchange. Huh. Alright, well. Good to know. Gonna have to make some adjustments to that part of the terrain. Oh, that's heck. I'm definitely gotta make it out of there. No. Alright, set it upright. Not sure I think we can just get something started from here. What's going wrong there? I'm using the G2s in real driving mode, so I just press a button that is very perfect for my thumb on the transmitter. Right there. Forward, reverse. Forward, reverse. And then the trigger pull is always the same no matter what. So reverse, forward, and then that's always brake, no matter what. I'm good with it. I like it. And then I got steering, which I don't like, but I broke my camera mount. I would have to air down probably to make that rock. We'll try to come over and hit it. Nope, not gonna happen. Really hard to sometimes make alignments with such a big truck, big tires. I'll tell you what, I'm happy with the fully aired up tire performance. Let's air them down. See what happens. Pause. Okay, Gotta forgive, had to bring out air to air down. It's much easier. Wanted to show you the difference. Did 3 of the tires, so air down, air down, air down, good amount. And then that one is still pizza cutter. See how it's pointy on top, right in the middle? This one's still fully aired up. And then these are starting to round out and much softer. So we'll do this one now. Just using a stick for ease of operation. Getting close. So I'd consider that aired down about halfway, the inner tubes, but there's still like a lot of air in these tires. They're nowhere near flat, because a flat rock crusher is actually flat across the top. Let's go see how it crawls. Let's actually go start back from where we were last time, over at entry 1. See if we can navigate through there. Start a different line this time, maybe. And if you feel like the steering looks slow, I do have the servo speed slowed down to 50%. I don't really want to be ripping around in 5th scale servo with all that crazy torque. You remember I was getting stuck underneath this tree right here. Probably heading in that direction again. Oh. Already hanging up the rear axle on things. Problem with a truck like this, 32 pounds. When it lands and whatever it lands on, it lands hard. That's got some punch. Hard on metal parts. Well, maybe I'm doing it all wrong, but so far it seems less good with shorter tires and less air. Not that that's not a hard stretch. It is. I can't get over anything. Hilarious. And the frustration sets in. You ever do that? Get impatient, start hammering the throttle. Bye-bye, truckie. Oh, right as I did that, ouch. Look what I just did. Oh, barbed wire. Yeah, you want to watch those. There's a bunch of that around here, unfortunately. Former farm area. Seem to do a nice job going up there. One thing we know it won't do anymore is turn as well, that's for sure. See, that front left link is hung up on the corner of that rock. tired of holding the phone. Doubt I could drive with my right hand. Oh, I think I see some glass on the ground there too. That's lovely. Hold on one sec, I got a visitor. Alright, that was weird. Rarely have to sign for an Amazon package. Not sure where I was going here. Forwards. That's another thing too, 32 pounds. Really hard on all your steering components. That rock hates me. Look at it. It's like so perfectly juxtaposed to my 4-link setup. So you are not permitted to go anywhere. Before I dump you off the side of this mini mountain. Let's readjust. Still not going to make it. Seeing a lot more flex and bulge in the tires. So that's what we're looking for. More grip. There we go. Cue driver mod. I probably should have hit 4-wheel steer right there because that's barbed wire fence. See if we can make it without it. Yes, we can. Let's reapproach. Ooh, that sound bad. Tricky. I'm sorry, not going anywhere because I'm not exactly sure where to go next. Probably getting stuck no matter what I do if I don't reverse. Oh no, now my front servo dislikes me. I'm doing the same thing my rear servo was. Yeah, well, I mean, you can't expect a $35 fifth scale 8.4 volt servo really to hold up in this kind of abuse. We're gonna hand to God this, folks, before we break something. Try for reapproach. Oh, Skeeter's bugging me. That's no bueno. Right in the ear. That's also no bueno. Okay, pause. Alright, that one is definitely going to have to get cut out of there at some point. Because it was 100% tied up around that steering goodness. Let's head back on over to the mound. I mean the pallet. What the hell? A little lower tire pressure, see what happens. All still just in 70% max throttle. That's a pickle. Yeah, right there. In it hard. Alright, I made a tiny bit of space. See what happens. Hopefully something good. Oh, I just missed that one. Hung up again. Nag dabbit. Third time's a charm. Yeah, let's go back down. I think I deserve to have to reapproach. Beating up on that rock there a little. Let's try it from there. No sir. Watch my own knees here, sorry. Sometimes it's all about the right approach. Keep hitting the barbed wire there, I think. Yeah, right there. Big chunk of it. Don't want to let me up here, huh? Another chunk of it right there. Alright, we're done here. I gotta get to cutting some of that out of here. One way to turn around and get stuck. No candy coating in here, folks. Crawling with the 32-pound rig is not super simple usually. Not in this terrain anyways. You want to go out on, you know, whatever it is, red rocks out west, where everything is just a rock. You're on bedrock nonstop, and the ground is rock. Sure, I mean, that's maybe, I know you got big, lots of rocks, and the terrain looks amazing. I'm envious, but it's not as hard as something like that right there, folks. Because you always have grip. And you don't have these giant rocks filling up your forewing. Plus, this is built, not bought, so you know how it goes. You spend 5x as much time building as you do driving and playing. Then shit breaks, and you're like, why do I build? It hates that rock too. It's too big. You can come around to the left here. Oh, I just got a face full of dirt. That was nice. Another impossible line. Seemingly impossible anyways. Yeah, I think we're going to call that right there. Hope you enjoyed. It's actually still working. What a shock. All her glory. Had to put tape around the steel axle extensions to make sure those pins don't fall out. Never can be too sure. Functional onboard air. So we can go air up now that we're leaving the trail. There's top speed. Take the plunge. Bottom's out on the rocks more with the lower tires, but let's just go. Go up at 70% max throttle, see how she does. See if it's got the beans. It's just a switchable setting on my transmitter. Try to go up the steeper part here. Go to 100%. All the beans and it works. Not trying to go easy on it. That is not staged, folks. I picked it up and that's there. I thought the front wheel looked a touch wobbly a second ago. I think all that's going on there is I'm not paying close enough attention, and I didn't use any Loctite on my outer nut. Let's see. Look good there. Look okay here. Everything looks good there. We're gonna fix this and keep on driving. Pause. Alright. Front right side was loose as well. I just have them hand tight right now, so probably wrap this session up pretty soon here. Can't imagine anybody would still be watching after nearly an hour, but hey, I'm entertained. Oh, sorry, turn off four-wheel steer. Take a reapproach. With all four wheels fully attached. Hey! Make it a little interesting. Not sure how we're going to depart. I think my mirrors can fold, huh? It needs to be tightened. Hope you enjoyed.